Okay, hello. So this is my first attempt at trying around with a what do you call it? Reaction video. And I've turned the lights off here just because otherwise it's going to wear things out. This is a bonus stream by Loading Ready Run. Now, as a note, their stream is 2 hours and 51 minutes. And though I'm at this time I'm recording it, I don't know the exact length. My video is going to be nowhere near that because there is no way I'm stealing all of LRR's content. I want you to go watch them. That's it. So I've gone through and I've selected specific areas where I want to talk about. And now, here's the thing. They don't play this game very often, so they don't know too much. There are some interesting things about this game if you're not familiar with it. Now, if you're one of the very few number of people that watch my videos, and again, this is mostly for me. I do these videos as a mental health thing to keep me doing stuff. Um, but anyway, this game, there's a curious thing where there's a lot of hidden knowledge that's not made explicitly clear, and both large chunks of the community and the developers want to keep it that way. Now, there's a thing here. It's not exactly secret. The community wants to be able to figure out all the secret stuff wants stuff to be secret so they can find it out on their own. But they are quite willing to tell you about it if you ask, as me included. This is Loading Ready Run is going to be one of the few cases where I've watched a Phasmophobia stream where the people I'm watching know far less about the game than I do, because usually I watch people who are far, far better than I am. But anyway, let's go ahead and go.
I think what
I'm broke.
Let me first change it back to normal play speed, because I had it running fast so I could find spots.
Yeah, me too.
I think.
Oh, I
Yoga's a hot
see.
buy.
What up? Oh, okay. So I can't actually add any of this stuff because we have no money.
So we're going in naked.
We're going
That's
in with
good.
just what's on the thingy.
Okay, so this is the new inventory system. First of all, there's been a lot of kerfuffle about the shop thing. It's better than it was. So look at it like you're adding stuff to your cart, and when you click add, it gets you purchase. Now there's actually two things. There's one for adding it to your truck, and there's one for adding it to your cart to buy, and that's what it is. Now a lot of gear you have to get on. You don't unlock until you level up. Every piece of gear has three tiers, and when you're level one, you start with, or when you prestige back to level one, as a lot of us did when they revamped the experience system and the equipment system, you start with just the level one starter stuff.
So I guess what?
Okay.
Okay.
Got
Yeah, that makes
collector
sense.
boosties on sale over here.
This is so new though.
What?
This is so fancy.
It is
Oh,
very
sick.
new and fancy.
How much for that foil Tarmogoyf?
That's gonna be $15.
Yep.
Man, can you believe it?
Now I'm going to focus on moving on ahead here a little bit, but yeah, so one of the things is the big expensive things are when you upgrade. And then you can choose to take all the stuff you bring in, either being tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3. You, as a single player, cannot mix and match. If you're with multiple groups, one person can bring tier 1 and another person can bring tier 2, because in some cases there's multiple use cases where that matters. In some cases it's just strict upgrades. There's no reason to ever take a tier 1 book if you have a tier 2 or tier 3 book. That's, yeah, anyway. And now I'm going to move on ahead. Actually, stop here. And we're back.
I'll check the basement. Already checked the basement. Alright, there is still a garage bed then.
Oh.
Too dark down here for me to go without a flashlight though.
Did I
I
miss
got
it
a feeling
already?
it might be this room, chat.
Oops, I think I missed it.
So, scanning all rooms, the thermostat, try and get a
Oh,
good read on where it could. Oh, see anything down there?
I'm clearing these rooms right now.
I'll check the basement.
Okay, so clearing rooms, that's what I wanted to talk about. So clearing rooms, I might turn on the light because it is hard to see my notes. Clearing rooms is best. The spirit box is not great for doing that because you have to be within a certain range of the ghost and you can't see the ghost unless the ghost has done a ghost event recently. You're not going to know, or it's walked through salt. Or you're using a motion detector, you're not going to know where the ghost is. So using the spirit box to clear rooms isn't particularly great. Also, this is the tier 1 spirit box, so its responsiveness is really, really bad. This is one of the pieces of gear that you want to replace as soon as possible.
Already checked the basement. Alright, there is still a garage bed then.
Oh,
Too dark down here for me to go without a flashlight though. Who has a flashlight? I
uh,
have the flashlight.
I
I
get a
don't
feeling
point
it might
down.
be this room, chat.
So, scanning all rooms, I have negative on temperature anywhere.
Are you
So
there?
no reduction in temperature in any room.
How old are you? Hmm.
So the questions for spirit box that I know for sure work are: where are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? Um, There are supposed to be variations of those questions, but if you want to be safe, you use those three. If you have the if you have the right, depending on which version of voice recognition you're using, you can say things like "Are you French?" But if you want to be safe, how old are you? Where are you? Are you friendly? And you kind of spam through those over a good 5 minutes or so. Um, it is, especially with that spirit box, it's very unresponsive.
Alex has the purple.
And when I say spam, don't do it real fast because microphone response, but also Ghost has, there might be a kind of a cooldown. You say things like you do, where are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? Where are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? I like cycling all three. I don't know if it matters, but that's the way I do it.
Jesus, I can't see shit. Hmm. The room upstairs got all kinds of stuff thrown around.
This is actually one of the best ways to tell if the ghost is in an area. Um, the the key things that like people like Ensign will tell you is your ears is the first thing. You hear something get thrown. Looking around for things out of place because everything has a particular place. So if you come into a room and things are not where they are supposed to be, that means the ghost was there. The thermometer is really good. That might come up later. I believe that's one of my notes later. And EMF, if you have one of the better ones, the tier 1 EMF is not terrible, but its range is really short. So if you have one of the tier 2 or tier 3 EMFs, they have better range. And when the ghost does something, they'll start reacting and you'll be able to tell.
Which room?
The kids' room. Trying to figure out some ghost ASL up here. Right over here, Serge.
Hello?
There was a bunch of stuff kind of thrown around in there.
Oh yeah.
Please come upstairs, and then left of the entrance, there's 2 rooms up here. Let's try and test here for all the lights.
So I did a ghost.
Alright, yeah,
I did a ghost box and it got nothing back.
Alright, use the glow light near...
You got to turn your flashlight off.
Oh, I'm getting...
You don't actually have to turn the flashlight off for the spirit box. The only thing that matters is the room lights. So yeah, turn all the house lights off. That's what you need for the spirit box.
lower temperatures in here.
Ooh.
Temperature's dropping down to 10. I'll see if it keeps going lower.
That's why the thermo is one of the best room clearing things because you start noticing that drop in temperature really fast. I mean, it is really fast. And it's also why weirdly, the tier 1 thermo, the one you get at the start of the game, is the best for thermo because the other ones you have to hold and wait for a reading. This one will start dropping as soon as you walk into a cold room. So the tier 1 thermo is the best for trying to find where the room is.
So, fun fact, I did not
You
have
get
the
You could just talk normally without the without.
yeah. Get off the radio. Get off the radio.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot the part where you have to turn the knob and then the light goes on and it works.
Ah.
Okay, so
So-
this room goes down to 7, but not 0. So this is the ghost room, but it is not. So open your journal and cross out cold.
Okay. I believe.
So they figure this out later, but I'm going to do it because this is a common mistake. I'll actually wait because there's another common mistake newbies do.
It.
J evidence.
Yeah, because it's staying at 7. It's not getting to freezing temperature.
I
so
wasn't
let's
getting
do a
anything on the
black light
ghost
scan.
box here too. If we wanted to do
Okay.
that.
Let me kill the lights.
All right. Yeah. Can you turn your lights off?
Way ahead of you.
Who's got the green ghost box thingy? Can you? Yeah,
I've got
download
that.
that.
I hate this thing, by the way.
Yeah. Big same.
I'm gonna put the camera down and go look for some
Anything.
orbs.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Let's leave camera and notepad and head back.
Side note, they look for orbs the same way I do. Insim will look through the viewfinder and try to look for orbs on that little camera on there, and the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 cameras are better for it. I still prefer to look for them. I mean, I can find them now on those, and that's yeah, I look for them on those now, but I still prefer to confirm in the truck. That's the way they're doing it. That's the way I play.
The truck.
Yeah.
So I left the notepad on the change table.
Oh, nice.
Okay. All right. Let's head back.
It just drops to freezing occasionally. Oh, interesting. So chat's saying it doesn't maintain freezing; it just drops occasionally.
Okay, so the way freezing works, where the ghost is, the temperature will start to drop. So, what's going to happen is that if the ghost is moving around a lot, like if it leaves the room, then it won't be dropping the temperature. So if the ghost leaves the room, it's making a different room colder. The temperature drops in the air where the ghost is, but it will tend to return back to its favorite room unless that favorite room changes. So there's a couple different ways to get the ghost to try to get it cold and get it freezing, get freezing tested. One of them is for you to stay in the freezing in the room, because then it's drawn towards you and it will hang around you, and it will hopefully, I mean, it doesn't always get drawn to you, but it will hopefully stay around you, and it's less likely to do a ghost event out of the room. And it will keep there. Another thing to do is you can turn off the breaker, because if you turn off the breaker, the temperatures start to drop, and then the ghost will drop it faster. And so the breaker temperatures will get things down to like 10 or 5 or whatever, but the ghost will drop it to either just at about 1 degree if it's not freezing, or it will go down to 0 and below if it is freezing. So if you start at a colder temperature, it will get to those really cold temperatures faster. So turning off the breakers one. Another thing I've seen some people do recently is just everybody leave the house so the ghost doesn't have anything to interact with and it goes back to its room. Leave the thermometer in the room, leave the house for about 5 minutes, then come back to see if it's cold.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
I know 5 minutes is
it.
probably
We
too
haven't
much,
lost
maybe
much time.
2.
You got it. You got it. All right.
Yep, there was orbs.
Turn the camera on.
Yeah, it's right there.
Wow, I can't see that at all on my screen, but I can see it on your stream.
Interesting. Oh. Hey, Luminaire, thanks so much for that raid. Well, not seeing any orbage.
So orbs appear in the ghost's favorite room, but they move around inside that favorite room. So the orbs appear just at the edge of the camera there, and they either moved immediately after that one manifestation, or else they just are on a cycle that doesn't pass through there very often. Or And this is true. There are some environmental things. It could have been a player running through that made me think it was an orb. But I'm pretty sure that was an orb. Later, they do confirm orbs.
What other tools do you have?
That's it, man. We got the.
Try doing another reading now that it's actually on.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, did you see an orb when I turned it on? Let me go take another peeky.
Yeah, it took me forever to
Seen any
notice it. I've
orbs?
seen this a couple times.
Haven't seen any orbs yet.
All right.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
yeah. You can see orbs if the lights are on. You need night vision.
You see it as nighttime mode on? I see that camera as daytime mode.
You need
Weird.
night vision, and you need lights off in the house.
Yeah.
Are you in the room? I'm just sweeping the main floor.
I'm seeing my breath freezing temperatures in here.
Yeah. So this is a common newbie thing, or rather, old person returning thing, because what happened was they decided that just waiting for pixels to happen was not interactive enough. So they made it to where the freezing breath is now an indicator that the ghost is present because the temperature has dropped to that between 0 and 10 below 10 degrees. It starts getting cold breath. That is an indicator the ghost is present, but it's not an indicator of freezing. And the reason why is because with freezing breath before, the with freezing breath before I pressed the volume button. That's what that happened. Then people were not using the thermometer at all, and it was useless. And so now the thermometer is useful again. The thermometer is still useful for carrying around to prove that it's colder because it will start dropping a lot faster, and usually often you will see the thermometer start dropping before you see your cold breath. But cold breath and the thermometer are both really good ways to tell if you're in the ghost presence or in the ghost room.
Oh, did it get through? No.
Yeah. I saw.
I'll come back in and get another temperature read. I'll be right back.
Ah! Oh no! You turned on too many lights.
What else? Did you blow the fuse?
Yeah.
Crap.
Yeah. You gotta go down to the basement and turn the lights on now.
Oh my god.
Wait, breath does not mean freezing anymore? Well, it at least means that it's getting cold in there, though, so Serge could probably
Yep.
go do another reading.
Definitely.
I'm so afraid to go in there with the lights
There we
off,
go.
man.
Well, you're the only one with the fucking flashlights!
I hate you! Alright, you said
Okay.
basic. Will you come with
Ben
me?
has good.
No. Alex is on it. You just need to go...
Ben has good instincts. Really good instincts on this. Yeah, the cold breath does mean the ghost is room, just like I said.
check the freezing temperature in the room.
Okay.
It looks like floating match heads.
Side note, there's a bug right now. The game is far darker than the developers want it to be. This is a known bug. It's been known for over a month, and they haven't fixed it yet. This is one of several bugs that exist in the game right now that make the difficulty a lot more than the developers intend it to be. Oops. Back to full mode.
Serge took the only fucking flashlight and, like, refuses to go anywhere with it. Yeah, the rule is if you take the flashlight, you gotta be the brave boy.
Absolutely. If you have the only flashlight, you are going to go in there and turn on the breaker so that other people can have light. Yep, there was the orb. So it's moved. It's now in the center of the room.
Yeah.
It's a very
You
good...
just left Alex to go down by himself without a flashlight?
So the ghost... If you see orbs, that is definitely the ghost room, because orbs only appear in the ghost's favorite room. If they move, that means it has changed favorite rooms. Side note, mimics always have orbs. Mimics have 4 evidences usually. They always have orbs. Even if you set it down to zero evidence, mimics will show orbs because it's their weakness.
Oh, was there an orb?
Yep. But they keep showing that flashlight, so it makes it hard to see. There it is.
I'd like to report that we have temperatures at 2 degrees, but not 0. I repeat, 2 degrees.
Yeah, I think I see an orb right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think orb is one of them.
Yep.
Alright, Alex, I'm coming down to the basement to help you with the fuse box.
Yeah, that right there, chat. Yeah.
I have written here that room, and I'm
Orb.
trying to remember what I was
All right,
wanting to
orb
say. It's my
confirmed.
last note for this one.
Okay, so our kitchen at its lowest, it only went to 2 degrees. Do we still feel comfortable saying
Whoa! Oh shit! Yo, the ghost knocked over the camera.
That's a new ad. It's really cool.
yo, that's really cool. Actually.
Okay, it is definitely that room.
Okay, so that's where I wanted to end this section on. And wow, I'm already 16 minutes in. Huh. Anyway, yeah, that room. It is definitely that room. So you, like I said, there are several ways you can tell if it's that room. Things are not in the places they're supposed to be. You heard something. Um, what's it? Temperature drops. And if you start having ghost events, because the ghost will only do ghost events when there's a person nearby to ghost event at. But mostly you're going to get like the temperature or things being out of place because it can throw things even when you're not there. But anyway, that's enough for this one. I'm going to stop the recording here and move on to the next section. Yep, 17 minutes for like 6 minutes of stuff.